First things first, I want to give a shout out to Peppy, who's a manlet. Terrible guy who has no idea how to make video games work. I love Osu so much to the point where I tell the fan base to play a better game. But yeah, shout out to Peppy, love him. Bigger shout out to Jeff Bezos, who abuses his own employees at Amazon. Love that guy too. I hope he gives me my Switch soon. And another shout out to Konami, who has no idea what they're doing in their lives, especially the CEO. Alright, we got a simple timeline. We have 2015, 16, 17 in the current year. So let's go straight right into the beginning. Basically, I watched Minions for the first time with my mother in theaters. First glance at it, I'm like, wow, this is like really funny. I love these little yellow Tic Tacs. They're making me laugh hysterically. And eventually, I saw so much memes of them, I thought to myself, I could really take hold of this. And I noticed a lot of Minion crossovers. I'm like, I'm enjoying this. People hate Minions for some reason on the internet, but I love them. And they make me happy. So I'm gonna appreciate them, unlike most people. And eventually, an online friend of mine made fan art of me with Minions and how they were changing my life slowly. For example, the girl who's getting her head pat by the Pikachu guy, her name's Taylor. She goes on Twitter as Noodlebomb. And while she makes her own art, she's basically a Fujoshi. Has anyone ever heard of those? They're basically people that are into guy-on-guy stuff. They love reading novels about that stuff. I respect it. I respect women and minorities who love that stuff. Power to the people. But yeah, like, whenever she first made this for me, I was really shocked because, like, I'm not used to people just making simple stuff like that for me, or even just giving me gifts. So, like, it means an awful lot to me. And as time passed, and while I enjoyed Minions, I started delving into the movie series itself, watching the first one, watching the second one, and eventually watching the third one. And pretty much in order, Minions is the best. Then it's 1, 2, and 3. 3 is mainly because Minions are like not following the hero, and the movie doesn't focus on them as much for some reason. It's really interesting. But these are like one of my favorite crossovers because Dio is like the worst main villain in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure because of how evil and a dick he is, and Minions love that. Like, they need a leader like that, apparently. And then, on the right, it's just my favorite crossovers of JoJo. And it inspired me to just eventually make my own crossovers. And eventually I started dressing up as a Minion. I also started my Minion shrine. It's still a work in progress, but I love how it looks in my room. And then, fast forward, I start getting Minion tattoos because I thought to myself, I need tattoos. I want to have art on my body and showcase whatever I want because it's my life. So eventually, I started creating Minion crossovers. One of the first Minion that I made was a Minion holding a gun from Monster Hunter, which is my favorite game series. The second one I made was Shigechi from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Whenever I first posted that on my Facebook page, so many JoJo fans messaged me telling me to delete it because they hated the crossover so much. What they didn't know is I was eventually going to get it tattooed on me. And then eventually I started going to cons dressed up as a Minion. Just started talking to people because why not, you know? Like, I got really nothing better in my life to do besides see my friends, family, and experience life for what it is. Then I made this for my Facebook page, JoJo. It's like a crossover of everything that I love. JoJo, Minions, and DDR. because Dance Dance Revolution is awesome. It's a life-changing game. And thanks to it, I've been losing a lot of weight from it, in addition to just going to the gym. Interesting enough, I don't have a diet. I eat 1 to 2 meals a day, and that works. My mother hates it.
Yes, I've been playing for 10 years and I'm still fat.
You gotta just like
Stop eating.
Not just stop eating. You gotta like have some positive vibes, bro. You feel me? And then later on in 2016, I asked my friend Lex, who's a furry and an artist, to create a crossover of my favorite JAV star, Hitomi Tanaka, and Minions. Before, I was going to ask her to make a dojin out of Hitomi Tanaka and Minions, but it was going to cost like about $300. Maximum could be $440, but I wanted to save my money up for important things like tattoos. Speaking of tattoos, this was my first one. It's on my arm. Give me one moment. And the really cool historical part about this minion specifically is it's an icon for my YouTube. And my YouTube's
We did that in the last panel. That on the death.
Yeah, it's. Well, anyways, I'll just speak up. So
Do it.
This is mainly my YouTube icon. My YouTube's King Minion. Besides just posting video game gameplay, I rant. But yeah, like I rant a lot. Like I'm very, very opinionated, and I also defend Minions a lot. Like I'm a diehard Minion fan. For example, recently someone compared Nazism to Minions. Like they brought up some historical image about how these kids dressed up in Minion outfits during the time of World War II. What they didn't know was the image was from a Norwegian part of the war back in 1901. So it had nothing to do with Germany or Nazis. So the only theory that I could think of was the internet just hates Minions. They're trying to make everyone hate it, but they're not going to make me hate it. So I love it. I love Minions. Then I got Shigechi. And needless to say, made me so happy.
What are you up to?
This is probably my first out of many JoJo Minion crossovers I'm working on. I tried to make Rohan, Mista Gudo from Part 5. I got so many. Like, right now I have at least 100 Minion crossovers written down. I've only made 5 this year, mainly because I've been spending the majority of my year traveling, being burnt out. But yes. As soon as I started doing tattoos, I started wanting to promote my ideals, promote Minions, and just establish a different side of things that people aren't used to. So I thought, why not arise a new era? Yeah. Because I keep saying that to people. I keep saying to people at work, I say it to friends and family, I'm going to create a new era. It's going to protect people that are bullied or targeted for no reason. I'm going to look after them. Whether they look after me, it doesn't matter. So I am a martyr. I'm cool.
Remember, like, we were like watching the girls that only the restaurant.
Yeah. Around 2017, that's when the new era started kicking in. I started really getting into my panels. I started researching a lot of stuff that I wanted to host stuff on, whether it was Despicable Me series, Monster Hunter, music games, just anything that I love and wanted to get people into. I also started rocking myself as a Minion. I wanted to not only look fit, but I also wanted to just like appeal to women. I wanted women to fall in love with me.
I wish I took a picture of the sexy Minion from South Carolina. Remember that?
Yes,
That was your girl. I should have taken a picture of her.
There's always next time. There's always next time. And then I got Egoism 440 because it's my favorite DDR song. Like, well, my favorite new age DDR song because I got into DDR. I got back into the game series around right when Ace got announced in 2016. I'm thinking to myself, wow, I missed out on so much new music. Started doing my research about the new scales, how Konami still hasn't changed.
Supernova, it's the same.
Still same. But yeah, now we're going to get to the good parts. If there's any kids, cover their ears, cover their eyes.
Am I safe for this?
Yeah, you're safe for this.
Put the volume up, please.
All the way, yeah! So yeah, I had that plan for a while. Yeah, since I'm in the new era, I started having Minion fashion, quote unquote. This shirt, this is like important to me because not only did an artist in our community make this is the only one available. Because Redbubble took it down. I blame Konami. I'm hoping once I establish more connections with her, we can like create more shirts.
No, but I can have a.
You should rock your hair like that again. I like that.
Yeah, he's going
More
to.
Minion fashion.
Oh man.
This was me at Con, and then that was me at Anime Expo. Really fun times.
Moon Man.
I love Moon Man.
Like, Jordan.
And on a semi-related note, this is one of my favorite models. She dresses up not only Monstrums, but also Minions. And they're
I'm telling you, the grass hot glosses and just like that. Yeah, get those.
Libera con la papaya.
On a really unrelated random note, I have no idea who made this video. I was just trying to find more images of her dressed up as a Minion. Because she's really cute as a Minion. Yeah. Like that's dream girl material to me. But I'm not gonna encounter that for a good
No
while.
sleeps, man. What happened?
I need women to come to me. I'm not gonna come to them. But I am gonna treat them with respect.
Hey.
Just like with that word. Another thing that I love is yeah, I hear the groans. Why are you doing that? Right.
I feel sexually confused.
Yeah, like I still have this as my screensaver on my phone. It's been like years.
No.
And now, talk about slash trap.
Slash. Yeah. Yeah.
Literally one of the best times of my entire life. Got to meet Orske, Terranoid. Got to meet Noma. Got to meet Slate. Got to meet so
Slate.
Who was Slate?
In the bathroom. Who am I Slate in the bathroom?
Who does that? Like, Slash Fest was just an amazing time. Like, I got to meet so many people within the community, and like the entire like time was just. I'm at a loss for words. It's like just.
I like the Aubrey logo. For sure.
Yeah.
Was that?
I still have
They made
loads
too many of
of
the
these
matches.
cards in my house. Because like Aubrey was like, "Hey, do you want more of these?" And I'm like, "Sure." And I was,
Like it was
I
just
was
supposed to be
in,
a batch just for Mail me one.
whenever I was down at
Like they made too
like
many
I
so that we could
messaged him saying, "Do you want to hang out and stuff?" He was like, "Sure." And we smoked. We played video games. He gave me this along with a couple of Horse Kings. It was really dope stuff.
There is.
So yeah, like I'm hoping in the next year or two, I can work with Aubrey or whoever just to make something like Slash Fest happen again.
Yeah,
Because
Slash Fest too.
it was supposed to happen this year, but you know, Texas.
Said no more US shows.
Yeah, no more US shows mainly because of unfortunate situations. But then I started dressing up more, showcasing my not only Minion fashion, but also my stand.
It's a good stand.
Yes. My stand name is Revolutionary Addict.
Hey!
Here's more of my Minion collage.
What's that?
What's the title of that?
Amateur gets her tight. Something Minion.
Minion
Let's see. By Davey or Daddy? What?
You gotta look it up for yourself, bro. But yeah, like, afterwards I started slowing down on conventions, and then I started talking with a Korean transgender girl. Her name was Vivian. She went on the intranet or community as DSBK. But long story short, she was very depressing. Like I tried to help her and communicate with her as best as I could, being the best kind of guy I could be. She kept ignoring it, insulting me for no reason. But long story short, she's probably doing good at college. She hasn't off herself, thank God. Because no one needs that. Like, live your life. You know? I don't follow her anymore. I don't text her. We're at peace. And that's what matters. And now we're in 2008. And 2008 has been a complete blur. I have literally a Minion pie chart describing the entire year so far. As for yellow, has been focusing on my friends, my family, and my hobbies. Purple is literally the demons that I have to deal with, whether it's mental or just random bullshit, because you know how mental illness works. And then gray, that's basically drugs, lots and lots of drugs.
Hey.
Like, I've been experiencing, like, I consider myself a drug enthusiast, in my opinion. And there's one thing I'll always talk about in a positive manner is drugs. Not only because I think people should try them, except for the person wearing the Minion outfit, but, yeah, like, I like acid. Like, if I could do so much acid, I would. It was the first thing that I took this year, and it gave me a lot of self-realization to the point where I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna just keep getting Minion tattoos. I'm gonna keep living my life the way I want to. And not a goddamn person can stop me. And as for the black, well, that's basically all my crazy ass theories that I've been developing. And my next end goals, such as joining the furry fandom and getting deep down in that rabbit hole.
Infiltrating, yeah.
Good one.
And besides just living life. I've also been looking up a lot of memes. Like people would just send me random shit. I love it. I really want this rug and shit for my toilet. It'd be awesome.
You have a meme about the ambulance with the Minions?
Oh my god, that was the one I forgot to add in.
That's the one where I was just let me die.
So many people would just die instead of get saved.
Just let me die.
I also saw more JoJo. Whenever I saw this, I thought to myself, you know what, I might as well make a Minion gay. I'm basically genre now, except not Italian. Plus, I don't have a shitty mother. I have a lovely mother. And just a lovely dad. Probably the luckiest black person in the world. I fight all stereotypes. It's great. But besides just doing that, I've also been creating my own Minion crossovers again. I created Rita from DDR, and then Sonic the Hedgehog. That's Sonic. Then I also made Nicolas Cage.
That was beautiful.
Now I'm gonna play my favorite clip.
I hope you're not still angry at me about the other day, but I apologize, and I honestly meant it. Nastasha? Yeah, that masquerade. Wow. That's strange stuff. I'll never do that again. Jeez.
I did it once.
Did you?
Yeah, just once in high school.
High school. Those were the days, eh, Alva? So, why do you have a cover?
Well, I mean, it's 5 o'clock.
But you know, Alva, you still haven't found that contract yet, have you?
You don't know, there are 15 there's secret files. It's all I do all day.
But you haven't found it yet, Alva. Now, don't you think it would be a good idea to stay late? Maybe work a little overtime?
Eyes are killing me.
Oh.
Well, I was also thinking today that maybe you could put somebody else on the job for a while. Or another secretary to help me out. I mean, you know, to make the job easier.
Alva, there is no one else in this entire office that I could possibly ask to share such a horrible job. You're the lowest on the totem pole here, Alva. The lowest. Do you realize that? Every other secretary has been here longer than you, Alva. Everyone. And even if there was someone here who was here just one day longer than you, I still wouldn't ask that person to partake in such a miserable job as long as you were around. That's right, Alva. It's a horrible, horrible job. Sifting through old contract after old contract. I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to. Well, Barry, do you understand? Do you? There's no problem there, is there?
By the way, has anyone actually seen that movie? It's called Vampire's Kiss. Wonderful Nicolas Cage film. It's one of his best, honestly. And these are actually commissioned Minion crossovers that I've gotten this year. The one on the left is referencing my Canadian friend that I visited this year. I stayed at her place, played Monster Hunter, educated her about music games. The Purin Monster Hunter Minion up top. It was made by an actual member in a hell group that I have. It's called Monster Hunter Hell. He, along with many other artists, posts their art, and besides just creating that, he creates really good stuff. The Minion on the bottom is basically my Minion summer that I described in the past. Basically holding a gun, has the shirts, I can't even, skirt, Minion leggings, and a really strong fist. It's really good for fingers. And then the Minion on the right is Tycho. And that was another commission that I did for Luciana. She's really, really good at just making anything Tycho. I love it.
Did you get your Minion soda tattooed yet?
Not yet. Honestly, like I have a list in order. It's going to be a Curing one because I promised my friend I would do it for her first. It'll probably be my Minion Sona. Probably have the Tycho somewhere on my arm. As for Darcy, not sure, but I'll figure it out in the long run. I have I'm supposed to get at least 10 Minion tattoos for next year. I want to get 10 more this year, but I've been traveling, I've been doing drugs, been living life.
Tattoos are expensive.
Sorry, I gotta promote drug awareness. I'm about that pro-life. Is that it? Pro-life? Pro-choice? Anyway, what's next? Who knows? All I know is I'm working, I'm going to MagFest. They haven't sent me an email about my panel, so that means, yeah. It is what it is. I'm just going to see my friends, catch up with them, party. As for that, save up for Japan, because I still have my passport.
Taking the Minions to Japan.
Yeah, I want to buy some Minion merchandise in Japan. They have a lot of good merch. And as for that, I'm probably just going to continue hosting panels, doing more crazy shit. Speaking of which, I'm going to showcase some crazy shit that I've done.
Straight from the source. Okay. It's, yeah. You're going to have to switch the output from your computer.
How do we switch the output?
Well. Oh, you might just have to close and reopen the browser. Now what are you about? That video is going on Discord.
So basically in this video, I was introducing people to Monster Hunter. The Minion that I just attacked was Jeff Bezos.
Good.
Now I'm opening up Jeff Bezos, slaying him. Now I'm about to wear him while his entrails lay on the floor. I had a fellow hunter stop by, see if I was okay.
You okay, bro? Oh, you opened the door.
It looks like
Yeah, I
that
made a
Mr.
lot of
Mosby
rap.
from
It was
Zack and Cody.
By the way, don't look at my tab. I just realized.
Oh, right. Okay. Natalie Mars bust. Hey. Hey. Go back to that Natalie Mars one.
No. I'm probably gonna make a Natalie Mars thing. I just gotta figure out what she likes. She replies to me on Twitter. That means I'm allowed to have that.
Oh yeah, at them, and then
I might have some picture. But yeah, honestly, next year I'm literally trying to infiltrate the furry fandom because things are getting out of control.
someone needs to destroy the furry fandom.
I don't want to well, I kind of do. I'll be honest, I really do.
Don't destroy them, they're friends, they're nice people.
I want to destroy the higher ups because they're the ones that are pretty much creating the toxicity of allowing
Hey, this sounds like the U.S. political
Yeah, I can
system.
fuck with that.
So mainly my next goal is to host a panel at a furry convention, probably Minions related, and near the end it's just going to expose this zoo sadist league that I've been following for months.
So you're gonna pull Sam Hyde.
Yeah, I'm going to pull Sam Hyde.
Inconvenient
a black
anime.
Sam Hyde. except it'll be more original and related to Minions. Like right now, I'm on a work in progress of making anti-furry art with Minions. And I'm gonna see how furry fandom reacts to it, if they like it or not. I hope they do, because I want them to understand the message that I'm going to give them.
Use a different name, because then you're gonna get flagged at cons.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You didn't think that one through?
I didn't. I don't
I've always
want
thought
to
that shit.
I don't want to get flagged. I'm a simple guy. I just want to party. I don't want to do it.
But a furry con, I mean, you're gonna fight a furry con. You know, don't let
Well,
Patrick
furry
King
cons
Minion.
and actual anime cons are two completely different things.
Yeah.
One of them has an HIV testing center. The other one doesn't.
You talking about the porn convention?
Huh?
Exotica?
No. Like HIV. Like they had a testing center.
Oh yeah, MFF, yeah. That was at the furry convention.
Having an HIV testing center at a con? Don't you find that weird? Like,
I mean, LGBTQ, bro.
I mean, it's good, but you wouldn't get the results back in
It's
time.
good to get, it's true. You won't get the results back in time. So what's the
You just have to make some phone calls if it comes back.
Hashtag team no plug, eh?
well, I respect no pull-out game. I respect that. I have to pull out. I'm not having kids. And if I do, I'm going to just ditch them.
Oh no.
I got to follow my dreams first. Yeah. As for that, that's basically my panel. If you guys have any questions, feel free to raise your hand and I'll talk to you. Like, I'm really social. I like talking to people.
We had a good one. But this is a webcomic. But if the alt-right took Pepe and made it a symbol. So what if the alt-right takes Minions and made it a symbol?
What if the alt-right took Minions as a symbol? It's not going to happen.
That's what you do with Pepe.
It's not going to happen because the alt-right hates Minions. Almost everyone on the internet hates Minions.
Something, you know, like, you know.
They want to stop Minions because it's cancer, but like, they wouldn't know cancer if they saw it in their face. But trust me, like, I'm not even to the final level of cancer. I'll get there. Probably 10 years, give or take. One thing's for sure, I'm going to be a cool-ass uncle. Because I have a nephew, I'm going to show him about music games, I'm going to show him about Minions, see what his stuff, see what kind of stuff he likes.
Yeah. Roll up your sleeve and be like, back in my day, we played on arrows.
I'm going to do that.
How old is your nephew? How old is your nephew?
Like probably 5 months, I think.
7.
7 months? Yes.
If all the Pokemon games that have like characters in them, which one would you say would fit the like you see like Minions in like this Pokemon?
Process from Sound Voltex and Vista.
DDRA, bro, happy.
Oh yeah,
Greatest crossover ever.
yeah. Technically, yeah. In DDRAs, there are Minions.
And here's the great thing, like, I didn't even know Happy was gonna be in DDR. Like it's really interesting how I got into Minions back just when I watched the movie, and then still circulating, they get into the music games.
It's so weird too, because like they could have chosen the different like the cover art of the actual song like Pharrell, but they decided to go with like the Minions cover art and everything. It's like it's so mind blowing. It's like they chose that one out of just the original one. So I'm pretty sure when you saw that you were ecstatic.
Oh yeah. Plus it's a fun song. Like,
oh yeah.
Like the thing with me is for DDR, I'm cool with like trying to level up, get into the hard stuff like 15s and 16s, but I do like my simple 10s to 13s because it's just nice to play for fun.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, man. I've been playing 9s and 10s for like 15 years.
Did you rate your unit?
Who the hell plays video games for fun? Oh, yeah.
I know, right? You should only play for competitiveness and have
ready.
rivals. And if that rival sucks, you just tell them in their face.
Esports ready.
Hell yeah. Yes.
I know a lot of your art is gifted or you commission it, so you feel like making videos is like your personal artistic ability?
Oh yes. Like I still use my tablet every now and then. Like Whenever I took a break from traveling around July, I started focusing on creating my Minion persona, not only as a Minion, but also just to create more crossovers. For example, the Nicolas Cage, the Sonic, those two Minions specifically, they were made all in one night, and it was just because I was hanging out with a local college buddy of mine that I haven't seen in months. We caught up. He was showing me like all his new drawings. We were having a laugh about Nicolas Cage, and I told him we should just like sketch up with Nicolas Cage Minion. He was like, "Fuck it, sure." And I took his sketch, and I pretty much I traced it on my tablet, added my own details, showed him it, and we had a laugh. It was really good. Yes.
Do you think Kujo Jotaro from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3 is pro or against Minions?
He's pro. He's pro Minions. The only thing he'll do is just like if they're in his way, he'll be like, get the fuck out of my way.
Okay.
So how are y'all's convention going tonight? Right on.
I got like a question. Do Minions get drunk?
Can they process alcohol like humans can?
Yeah.
Or does it just go all into their bloodstream? Like, there's no filter. Do Minions even have a liver?
I'm pretty sure they have like
Can you Google anatomy of a Minion?
Actually, follow up to that. If they can get drunk and they do have anatomy for it, can they butt shit?
Where's our child when you need him?
These are the hard topics we
Shit. Where's Kelly? Yeah, they're on his phone.
Open up a hot dog.
Yay, everyone, give her a round of applause. The hero we need, but not even asked for.
Thanks for the legit safety academy. By the way.
Anatomy of a Minion.
oh yeah. I went through like a whole collage of things.
I know, as I think earlier, there are so many levels that are so deep in this that I don't want to do.
Wow, I hate that.
It's like, should I like that? Should I not like that?
It's actually well drawn.
Yeah, like, it's well drawn. And this one's pixelated. Totally a JPEG. That one's a PNG.
Which one?
Which one?
Everyone cover your eyes. You can't see the password. We're watching Minion hentai here. Get in on this. You gotta be 18 plus.
The door's open, guys. I don't want to get in here early.
Yeah.
Totally. Literally now.
Yeah, when they started with the whipping, they left.
Like this getting your Minions going
It
to.
gets drunk. Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
Well, this is primary source. It's confirmed. Primary source.
Canon.
Canon.
Volume.
Hey, you're drunk!
On the follow-up, can they butt shit?
And they butt shut.
Can we see the anatomy of a Minion?
Yeah, like do they
I want to see their body parts. Like, what do they have?
One question
I still want to know how a Minion penis looks in the back. You want me to close the door?
That's not Minion! I'm not even clicking through women. Alright, what other questions y'all have?
Anatomy of a Minion.
Anatomy of a Minion.
I want to see their insides.
I'm closing the door.
Hours? This is totally sick.
Panda has censored itself. There it is. Now we have it's basic.
They got a GI tract in there. They can butt you.
That's basic AF.
Yeah. Simple anatomy. Love it.
Jared did say that she would be here.
Yeah, I really love
Am I gonna get in trouble?
Hey, Julie, want to do something fun? I mean,
Here we go again.
don't.
Just do it.
Again.
I'll back you up.
We're gonna need the belt again. Can we redo that part again? Yeah. Relive it. We need the belt.
I'm familiar with this song.
Remember, the gentle air is usually under the butt.
Let your mother do it.
I've had 2 girls with me tonight, and that's all the action I've needed today. By the way, what's everyone's thoughts on Indoors and 440? It's a good song, it's a bad song. Come on, raise your hand.
Banger.
Banger?
I like this song. I've never played it myself. I think it's a good song.
I like the not bullshit part. But I like the bullshit part because it gives you shit to talk about.
Yeah, listening to the song gave me anxiety. I like the arrows. I'm like, that song for PS chart.
I like the bullshit chart. Whatever it is, the bullshit chart, I like that one.
I've never played a bullshit chart, but I'll always go on stream and say, this chart's some bullshit.
Already said that.
So tell me guys, who is very pro-drug friendly? Raise your hand. Hell yes. Okay. Raise your hand if you've done acid this year. Yes. Awesome. Really great stuff. There's one thing that I've learned from acid. It gave me a great self-realization to the point where I can just literally live as a Minion hybrid freak and enjoy life. That's what I'm doing.
Don't let your memes be dreams.
You can't let memes be dreams because memes are literally currency. For example, this meme. Like, this is a real life meme. Like, you wanted to ask if Jordan wants to. He's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have my own Minion game, which he did. He fucking killed that guy, you know? Like, he's his own king. I respect that. I respect that just like I respect women minorities. Hell yeah.
Yeah, I play DDR. Yeah, I play DDR. I respect women.
Yes. I need to eventually get that tattoo. Like that's like on my to-do list next to the Curran thought, the big titties and dual swords.
Please send this to me.
Send it to you?
Yeah, both of these.
What's on the Discord?
I will. I'll send
In the
all
furry chat.
Furry
We
chat?
got rid of that.
Yeah,
he did.
Didn't we get rid of that?
I go AFK from the Discord for like 2 months. That happened.
Y'all like Nicolas Cage, right?
Yes!
I'm gonna replay my favorite clip. Just so some of y'all are walking in.
Don't say.
I hope you're not still angry at me about the other day, Alva. I apologize for it, and I honestly meant it. Pistachio? Yeah, that mescaline. Wow. That's strange stuff. I'll never do that again. Jeez.
Yeah, no, I did it once.
Did you?
Yeah, just once in high school.
High school. Yes, yes. Those were the days, eh, Alva? Yeah. So, what do you never do?
Well, I'm leaving. It's 5 o'clock.
But you know, Alva, you still haven't found that contract yet, have you?
I don't know, there are 15 years big of files. It's all I do all day.
But you haven't found it yet, Alva. Now, don't you think it would be a good idea to stay late? Maybe work a little overtime?
You guys are kidding me.
Aw.
Well, I was also thinking today that maybe you could put somebody else on the job for a while. Or another secretary to help me out. I mean, to make the job easier.
Alva, there is no one else in this entire office that I can possibly ask to share such a horrible job. You're the lowest on the totem pole here, Alva. The lowest. Do you realize that? Every other secretary who's been here longer than you, Alva. Everyone. And even if there was someone here who was here just 1 day longer than you, I still wouldn't ask that person to partake in such a miserable job as long as you were around. That's right, Alva. It's a horrible, horrible job. Sifting through old contract after old contract. I can do a horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to. All part of you. Do you understand? Do you? There's no problem then. This one.
Testing. Dope. Yeah, we got mics again. Alright, so I'm gonna. Is there batteries in this one? Okay, cool. I just turn it on. 4 minutes? Well, that's enough time for Q&As, I believe. Alright, we gonna pass this mic?
Hello, who needs to ask a question to Patrick, the Minion King?
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you would like to ask a question, please.
By all means, just ask away. Like, I want to get to know some of y'all. Y'all seem like pretty chill people. Y'all play music games. Y'all have a.
Y'all at Raj, you know you fucking weird.
Y'all also have a love-hate relationship with Minions. I respect it.
Everyone does.
I do have a quick question.
Yes, sir.
What is with Japanese people loving Minions? I see Minion stuff everywhere in Japan.
It's a popular movie series there.
Yeah, just the Japanese really love like Disney and like American cartoon content. So really that matches up awesome.
Also, Despicable Me series is also crossed over with Universal Studios in Japan. So like the merchandise there is really popular.
Does anyone else have any other questions, please? We have 4 minutes.
What's y'all's take on that Tycho minion? Like it? So, if I was to create like Minion t-shirts with just random Minion crossovers of music game characters, would you wear a t-shirt like that?
I would.
Yeah. Collab with Minion.
Collab with Minion?
Ooh, that's a good idea. Collab with Emu for it because people love that shit.
Yes.
Wow, this is loud. Will pop music be one of the games you feature?
I'm sorry?
Will pop music be featured or?
Yeah.
Can we have like a Minion pop and music crossover? Is there like a certain Minion
I'm planning
crossover
to
that you
create
would like?
a Cindy minion.
Is there
I mean, why not? You know, two Cindy's tattoos sounds fine to me.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that we don't have a Cindy Minion is pretty amazing, but it
For
would be
now.
very good. Oh yeah, for now. If anyone is an artist and is interested in being commissioned for that, Patrick is very interested.
Yes.
We have like some feedback. I'm gonna like move away. I don't. There's no on-off switch for this. I'm sorry.
Very, very spicy mic. I love it.
Very spicy mic. Does anyone else have any questions right now for Patrick?
Are you going to do a special for VIP?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to do a special for VIP?
Sure, if they want it.
I've always been willing to do that.
I work with anyone and everyone.
If you are a VIP, and you want to tell Patrick that, he will listen to that because he's a very open man.
I'm an open-minded individual.
Yeah.
I respect people.
So
Just
like whether or not it's Sal's, Bamani's style, I don't know. If you're like a maven of the OSU community, we'll probably work on that. If you want to go down the OSU sign, you might be able to do that if you're dressed as a Minion. Okay? I do see this one person dressed as Minion. I appreciate that a lot. What was that?
They were just talking.
Did I hear someone ask?
Heard an Osu joke. Can you really make a Minion out of a YouTube rip?
It's possible.
Hell yeah.
Alright, it's midnight. Does anyone have any other Minions questions?
So crossovers, Avengers, all that stuff. What would be the greatest Minion crossover in your opinion?
Either Spider-Man, the Guardians of the Galaxy, Star Hero. I think that's his name. Star-Lord. They all sound fucking insane.
That's a good movie joke, though.
But like that was literally the last Marvel movie I saw, Guardians of the Galaxy. I saw someone's hand.
Yes.
I was thinking,
What Pokemon would make the best Minion?
oh my goodness, dude.
Mr. Mime.